Hello, my name is Jennifer Ewing, and I'm an actress currently based in New York City, and I'm from Port Townsend, and I'm here for the Port Townsend Film Festival because I'm in a film which is being shown at the Port Townsend Film Festival. So that brings me here today. I'm in Electric Man. It is a narrative feature based about the world of comic books, about two shop owners who are in dire straits for money for rent, and this mysterious, very valuable comic book, Electric Man, turns up in their shop, and there are all these various nefarious characters running about after them, and thus is the plot of the film. I came across Electric Man because Rich Steele, who was the cinematographer of the film, he and my dad had worked together on several projects before, and we knew one another, and he thought of me for the role of Lauren, and so he sent me the script. This was about December, a couple years ago, 2 years ago now, and I read it, and I loved it, and so he put me in touch with Dave Barris, the director of the film, and from there I auditioned and was consequently cast in the movie. One of the things that I love the most about the script of Electric Man is how fun it was, both in reading and consequently watching the script come alive. It's heavily based in classic films like The Maltese Falcon, actually. It's based very heavily upon. It's a film noir sort of comedy. The character of Lauren was the perfect character for me, only because I grew up watching Turner Classic Movies, watching movies like The Thin Man and The Big Sleep and all these wonderful film noirs. And she is a character who's based on Lauren Bacall, as well as Mary Astor in The Maltese Falcon. So it was both wonderfully easy and terribly difficult to play her, because I had to make sure that I was doing these characters justice, because I love them so much. And the dialogue is really fun, and there's a great banter, and it's energetic and silly without being absurd, I suppose, is the best way to put it. Yeah, I loved everything about it. I was really lucky that I was thought for the role that I would like to play, which is not always the case when auditioning. My favorite line. My favorite line would probably be, makes no real sense in the non-context of the film, but a hooker, Jesus Christ. That is the line. That was the most fun, I think, to play, because I got to storm off and look very important and flustered. It was great. We're a year out of shooting, and so I've had basically about 11 months to think about all the different ways that I could have played every single scene and every single line, and there are new ideas that excite me, and I wish I could have been able to try, and I would love to do it again just to be able to experiment. But in the moment, you just got to do what you feel is right, and hopefully I achieved that. It felt pretty good when I was doing it, so you know. An actor's instinct is the most important thing that they have. That drives the whole thing, so. The whole idea of knowing what I know now, it's tricky because there are things that I would change as an actor. We didn't have a lot of rehearsal time for making the film, so if I could change things, it's mostly due to the dynamic between the characters as well as the actors. Knowing my co-stars better now, I think playing with them would be a little different than just straight out of the gate, just going for it. It's not really my place in terms of I would be essentially remaking the film if I changed my choices, because for what the director wants, how he wants the script to come together and how he wants the characters to come alive, he picked those scenes specifically. So really what I would be asking for is just getting the chance to play more. I think this was my first film as well. I had never done a feature length before. So knowing what I know now, I would want to just relax a little bit more and just have a little more fun. But there's so many different consequences that you have to think about, like the budget and how long we have available and daylight hours and all this very technical babble. But yes, knowing what I know now, definitely just relax more, have more fun, and see what happens. I think that's the unknowing of what could happen I think is more exciting than anything else. The director of Electric Man was probably the most laid-back person you've ever met in your life, and that was difficult because I like direction, I like collaboration, and he basically just let me do whatever I was feeling like at the moment. Occasionally it would be things like, Jen, you sound too Scottish, or Jen, you sound too American, or things of that nature. Everyone was a dream to work with. I stalk them on Facebook because I liked working with them so much. I want to work with them every single moment, that I can. In a heartbeat, I'd be back doing it all over again. We always joke about, so when's the next one? We just had our world premiere at the Port Townsend Film Festival, and we're already raring to go because it was just like a month of getting to know these wonderful people and actually working and having a great experience. And there was no drama. There was a bit of teasing here and there. My leading man was a little bit shorter than I was, so that gave me something to, pick at him if his ego got a little too big. But no, everyone was lovely. Totally lovely. I feel bad that I have no interesting stories of horror and heartbreak, but no, I really like everybody. If we can, get distribution for the first Electric Man, we'll kind of see where that goes in terms of budget, because the entire film was financially supported by donation, by grants, by lots and lots of favors and people's generosity. So we'd have to acquire a lot of support again, which is not as easy as one would think. It requires a lot of due diligence to make sure that everybody is given the right sort of thing. Hello?